everyone, it's your girl Satin,
boy Dadu,
and we're back with another video. As you see, we're solo this evening because we just put baby girl to bed, and we are actually going to be, as you can tell from the title of this video, doing some extreme cabinet spice cabinet organization. Okay, my honey is probably more excited about this than I am. He has been pressuring me to get this stuff done so we can get organized, and I just think that because it's like the end of the year, you know, like wanting to be out with the old and with the new, clearing things out. We've been like on this like redecorating our whole house and just trying to like remodel and revamp everything to make it new and fresh and just be organized, just because with our daughter now, we have limited space. Like before it was just the two of us, and she came in strong. Okay, so like we have to get things organized so that we can like maximize the space in our house until we move into a bigger house, because we have outgrown this place. So honey wanted to do this today.
Yeah, we just got mad seasonings, man. We just gotta figure out how to make it concise and manageable, because it's crazy right now.
Yeah. And like in previous videos, I think I told you we love to cook, so we have all different types of like seasoning and spices from different countries around the world, because again, like every week we're like, oh, what new thing can we make this week? This week it might be Mediterranean, next week it might be Italian, and you know, so it's always something that we got going on. So we got this kit, these organizing jars off of Amazon. They're really cute. They have the little lids. We popped the lids off of most of them. And then they also came with these labels. So it has these like traditional black and white, like kind of chalkboard style. And then it also has these clear ones. I'm sure you can't see them. But they have like white writing on them. But we're gonna go with the traditional black and white ones today, just because there's more, and if, you know, for some reason we run out, we are going to be using the other ones. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to do this. We also have done like our cereals and stuff like that. We just ordered some more because we didn't have enough. But this pack, like I said, came from Amazon. I'll post a link below so you can grab it if you want. And it came with 50 of these, and I think it was like 30 something bucks. And they're glass jars, so, and they're, you know, pretty. I think they're like 3 ounces or something like that. So they're good size too. So we're just gonna get to it, and hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly so we can get some rest. And mama has had a long week. It is Friday, so I am having myself a little drinky drink, a nice little sip of something, so this should get interesting. Babe didn't want any. He's bugging. This is really good.
What's that, peach with the orange?
Yeah, it's like a peach pineapple, and then it's a little bit of peach Crown Royal, just a little. You know, I'm not too big on drinking, but it's gonna hit the spot for this.
So what's the first seasoning?
Whatever, let's just get to it, and we can start labeling them as we go.
Let's see.
So,
you want to do alphabetical order, or are you just doing any?
yeah, we can do alphabetical.
Let's see.
Let's just start going, and then we can just label them, and we'll go after. So like I said, we have so many seasonings, like this doesn't even really crack the surface of what we have. And we have all types of like sauces and different honeys from different places. But yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you have been into organization as well. I think everyone lately has been on like this kick, and it just makes the house look so much better. So this is what we'll be doing. We're gearing up for the holidays. We're actually hosting Thanksgiving at our house this year. Oh, and you see this thing came with this cute little spout too, so it makes it easier to like not spill it and stuff. But yeah, so we're hosting Thanksgiving at our house, and then trying to do a lot of like Christmas activities. I'm not necessarily doing like Vlogmas or anything like that, but I definitely will be trying to post a lot more during like the holidays, so you can get a glimpse in at like, you know, some of our family traditions. But Thanksgiving is next week, and it feels like the end of the year has like just sped up. It came out of nowhere. I feel like it was just January, and we're entering a new year, you know, just trying to start it off right. And so today we're gonna get the spice cabinet situated, and then our next thing that we'll be tackling is the good old Christmas tree. We had to replace a bunch of blinds because we have a toddler who likes to make a mess and look out the window. She's nosy. Her middle name is Rose, like my grandma would call her little nosy Rosie. So we had to replace those things. All right.
What's your favorite meal to cook during the holidays, particularly Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's a hard one. You want like a meal or you want a dessert?
We'll start with a meal first.
All right. So y'all look, first one's done. Got the nice little label on top, crushed red pepper flakes. Let's see. My favorite meal to cook, you can use this, that'll be good, to cook during the holidays probably is like mac and cheese. That's one of my specialties. You know, I think that's like a staple for most, especially African American and Black households. Like the mac has to be on point, and I've earned the right. The aunties have blessed me and said that I'm allowed to make it, so I know I'm good. So that's probably one of my favorite things to make. I'm also, everyone really loves my greens, my collards and mustard greens. My family's from the South, so we get it in over here, okay? And I mean, although I don't even eat meat, I still cook it for my family, and I ate it for most of my life. We just recently, like within the last couple of years, stopped eating meat, so it's something new, but I still love to cook, and I cook all types of meals. Like I said, I can throw down in the kitchen. So yeah, I think mac and cheese is probably my favorite meal to make. Like I could probably do it with my eyes closed. I like making sweet potatoes, the good southern kind, you know, candy sweet potatoes. And then for desserts, I'd say probably I'm really good at peach cobbler. That's my specialty. This one is obsessed with my peach cobbler. And then I do a homemade strawberry cream cheesecake that is to die for. My family like begs for it all the time. So yeah, I guess those are my favorite things to make. My favorite thing to eat is probably greens. I love some good old mustard greens. What about you, babe?
From you, or just like what I like to cook?
Whatever.
Because you missed out on one important meal.
What did I miss out on?
Even though we don't eat it anymore, but those party wings, man. Those, I don't even know what flavor. I can't even say they're lemon pepper. They're like something. You do different seasonings with it, but she makes these like little, you know, the little party wings, like the wings you would eat for a wing contest. She makes good wings. So
yeah, I always used to joke, well, not joke, once I'm like older and set in my life and I've completed all my previous business endeavors, I'll probably open up literally a wing shop, and just have different types of wings. And then I'll have some vegan options too now, because I've been perfecting my vegan wings with like tofu, mushrooms, things like that. And he's hard to please, and my daughter's a tough critic too, and even my mom and my family. So that's like something that I'm manifesting for the future. Not now, because I have to focus on my other businesses, but those are definitely some things, something that I would want to do in the future. So yeah, like I said, I like to cook. I'm a Cancer, so that's how I don't know, that's one of the ways that I show my love. Babe, what's your favorite meal to have during the holidays?
From you or just in general?
Do both, me and in general.
From you, there's so many, but I'll say a meal. You know what? I'll bring back something that you probably haven't made in a while, but it's good.
Paper towel.
Lasagna.
Oh, that's your favorite, bro?
One of my favorites. Lasagna, especially something that like I haven't had in a long time. I would say lasagna. I would say, I mean, pretty much all your meals are good. I would say mac and cheese for sure. Oh, you know what's good too that I really like? That it's that meatloaf you make with the potato.
Oh, oh yeah, I do like this stuffed
delicious
meatloaf, and I've mastered a vegan version of it too, where I stuff it with like mashed potatoes. It's like cheesy. Back
Fire.
in the day when I ate meat, I would even wrap it in bacon. It's so crazy. But okay, what else? But yeah, as far as like what's your favorite like international like dish, like aside from American like dishes that you just named? What type of food do you like to eat the most?
I probably have to say my mom's side of the family, flying fish is probably very, very high on that list.
For people who don't know what it like, where's your mom's side of the family from?
So my mom's side of the family, she's from an island called Barbados, where the famous singer Rihanna is from. And their meals are very similar to, I don't know if I have some Trinidadian people in the house, but our meals are kind of similar to theirs. But there's a type of fish that is like very unique to the area. It's called flying fish. It swims in the ocean, but it can actually fly for like short distances. Like it has like wings. It literally can fly. And it's like a delicacy in my mom's country. And most people eat it fried, like they fillet it and they eat it fried, but you can eat it steamed, baked. Me and Satin like it fried particularly. It's not the healthiest of choices, but it's so freaking good. It's one of those dishes that you probably won't get anywhere in the world besides Barbados or Trinidad. You might get it in like some other places in like Asia. Japan, I know they eat it there too. That's probably one of my favorite dishes, but on the African side, I would say jollof rice, of course. Fufu, like it's weird. Like it's like I have like a love-hate relationship with it now. Like I used to really like it. It's like weird, like my taste buds changed or something. Maybe because I need to just make it like the traditional way with like beef and chicken and stuff. But I probably would say jollof is my number one on the African side for international dishes. There's other dishes too, like I really like Asian dishes too.
Yeah, he does.
Like I like a lot of Asian dishes, a lot of noodles, a lot of pho, and I like spicy food. So like we could do wasabi, all that. So it just depends. It depends on what mood my palate's in. But in this household, I think that we try pretty much. I know my daughter tries whatever. Like
we're raising her to have a diverse palate because we travel a lot, so we can't have her going places and not eating food, especially if it's not the traditional things that we can normally get at home, you know. Yeah, he loves Asian dishes, and I think it's because of his martial arts background. It's like slightly embedded in him, but he's really good at making Asian dishes too. Paprika. I'd say, like, what's my favorite? I love African food. I love fufu and pepper soup. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like pounded like yam or cassava, and they mash it and make it into like balls. It's kind of like a, I guess like a thicker mashed potato, and then you have it with like this pepper soup that's like, I like mine extra spicy. I know people eat it with like meats and stuff like that, but since we don't eat meat, we have the vegetarian version, which is delicious. So yeah, I love fufu. That's my favorite African meal. I like jollof rice too. And jollof rice is like, for those of you who are listening who are Hispanic, it's just like arroz con gandules, you know, but they mix in like vegetables. It's a little bit more red. I love flying fish. And my favorite dish is from like Barbados is dessert. There are these things called turnovers.
Oh yeah.
And they're stuffed with like shredded coconut and cinnamon. It's in like a flaky dough type thing. They're so freaking good. Lately I've been on like a kick of like Indian food. I've been cooking a lot of Indian dishes, a lot of Trinidadian, Bajan curry, stuff like that too. Well, yeah, my little drink is starting to kick in now, but these spices are killing my nostrils. I'm over here sneezing up a storm. So comment down below, like, what are some of your New Year's resolutions? What are you doing for the holidays? What's your favorite food to eat during the holidays? What are some of your favorite traditions? And also, please comment and let us know, like, what type of content you want to see, like, especially coming up during the holidays. Like I said, I'll be showing you guys some more of, like, my cooking and things like that. And you'll be seeing a little bit more family activities that we do with my daughter. I'm actually pretty excited because we went this week and we took baby girl to orientation for her to start Kuman school. And I actually learned about Kuman school from one of the women that I met at the Bitcoin conference in September. She sends her daughter, who is a little bit older than my daughter. It's a Japanese style teaching. And if you're interested in looking into it for your little ones or even like your older children, it's a great program. It helps them with, like, you know, memorization and things like that. And as far as like my daughter, her starting so young, since she's only 2 years old, it's gonna give her like a huge advantage academically, and she's already like extremely smart. And I know everyone's like, oh, you know, you guys say pandemic babies, but if you've been around one, you know they're really different. So we're just trying to hone in on that like gift and sharpen her blade so that she is very well prepared when it is time to go to school. And the great thing about this program is, like I said, she's 2. Within a year of being in the program, she'll go, I think, 2 to 3 times a week. Well, 3 times a week for like an hour. And she'll know how to read, beginning principles of writing, and also basic math. So it's like an amazing form of teaching. They have institutions all around the world, all around the country. I'm sure there's some in your area. It's Kumon, Kumon. So if you have a chance, check it out. Here I'm doing the organizing for my fridge and for the cabinets. This is just a bunch of, you know, like pastas and flours and then fruits and veggies. As I told you before, we don't eat meat, so we do consume a lot of fruits and vegetables. So I like to have them very accessible, so I pre-wash them so my daughter can just go grab them from the fridge herself. right, y'all. We are back. It is 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we just finished putting all these seasonings into jars. There's like a couple we missed that we might like label later, but for the most part, we're finally done.
Yes. And
they all look very nice. I'm gonna step up so you guys can see them. This is how they look. Can you see it? This is the final seasonings. You see they're all labeled, nice and neat and organized and ready to go into our cabinet. I am waiting on the little organizer things that I ordered. Those didn't come in yet, but at least we got a head start. All right, y'all, so we're done. I'm tired. I know babe is tired too. Baby girl's been asleep for a while. I didn't stain my sweatsuit. My allergies are going crazy because of all these different seasonings in my nostrils. But it's time for bed.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.